Okay, hey guys, I'm just gonna actually do a repair on a KWA Glock 17 magazine. So, it's gas blowback, so it's not real seal or anything. What's wrong with it is, there's no valve, part of the valve is missing. The part that pushes down and the spring too. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. We're gonna see if there's anything wrong with it. I'm also gonna take a look down here. I'm gonna unscrew it. I'm going to unscrew the valve down here, and then we're going to lube it all up. Same thing with here. I have a backup valve. It is a high flow valve, so I'll see if I can go ahead and put that in. Yeah, so this video might be a little bit quiet. That's because I'm just kind of thinking and doing this. So here we go. We started out taking the valve key. It's actually going to be this guy right here. And alright, did you see that? It came out. You can take a look inside there. Yeah, can't really see much. But hang on, I'm just going to take a look under light with it. Now what we're going to want to do, looks a little bit dirty, so what I'm going to do is take some silicone oil. You can see exactly what this is. Pick it up at your local hobby store. Do not use silicone spray. There you go. And I use 25 weight, you can use 30 weight or even 40 weight. It just depends on the type of application you're wanting to use it on. Like slide rails, I'd use a little bit heavier silicone oil. So I'm just gonna clean it out. That's what I'm gonna do. That should be good. We will put a little bit of oil down here. Okay. Let that move around. Okay, now onto this. You can clearly see what has gone wrong with these valves, with the old one. Yeah. So basically it's actually this one is a high flow valve. Huh. I thought it was a stock one, but that's not bad either. And I may or may not be able to reuse all those seals, but I'll keep it just in case, you know. The threads do not look stripped on this, so just in case if anything goes wrong on this guy, I have a backup part. Okay, so I just want to take a little bit of oil and put it on this guy. Wipe the excess off. Alright, we can go ahead and start putting the valve back into the slot. Now, to make sure you don't strip the threads, turn it counterclockwise until you hear like a click, and that way you know you're starting right at the beginning of the threads. Now, it shouldn't be protruding at all, so you want it to be kind of hidden in there, and that's perfect. So it's basically flush. Perfect. Now, I'm going to go ahead And we're going to take this bottom piece off. Pull down the tab. Most Glock mags do this. Take off the plate. This will not fly forward, so you do not have to worry about that piece flying off. And we're just going to unscrew this valve. I'm going to clean that up. And the valve will just come right out like that, the fill valve. We will go ahead and do the same thing here. I'll take the clean end and we're just going to clean it up in there. Now, sometimes with the KWA fill valves, there is a little rubber washer, rubber O-ring, not washer, sorry. It's actually these guys. I found these on eBay, like they're $5 shipped. So if you go on there right now and you look for KWA O-rings, definitely it's worth it to pick up a couple of these guys. Because sometimes these will just freeze over when you're filling up the magazine a lot, and then they'll crack or they'll just fall out, and then you get it like a messy fill with the gas. So these will definitely save it. But I'm going to actually use a different one that I have, because I see it's just, you can't really see it in here, it's really difficult to see this, but it looks a little bit mashed. I mean, I did get this magazine used, and I'm just kind of refurbishing it, yeah, so I'll put in one that I have. Okay, I'm back. This is an old one that I had, because I ended up buying a replacement one from KWA. I mean, it's still a good valve. It just was filling messily. So I got those O-rings I talked about. And this should fix the issue. Yeah, this one's a lot. I mean, it's hard to see, but that little stem inside there, this one's a lot nicer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get that O-ring, those O-rings that I got. And they're actually not. I have this tool. And that will work perfectly to punch that O-ring in. First, and I just want to put a little bit on here so I can get it so it's got a little bit of oil in it, so it won't crack or anything, and it'll stay fresh. So go ahead, put this on there. See, it's in there. I'll go ahead and punch this in. Perfect. That's in there nice and tight. You can see the tool lines up on both sides. There. And it's hard to see. Okay, so I mean, I've got a little bit of silicone oil still left on my fingers, so we'll just put it around here on that O-ring right there. Carefully just going to insert it. And then same thing here. We will take this. You want to go backwards first. If you hear that click, that means we can start going forward. There. Again, you don't want to over tighten. I'm just adding very slight pressure as I go, so I think that'll hold gas. And if I do get any leaks, you just want to turn it about, like, very slowly, less than 5 degrees at a time, and then hopefully your leaks will be fixed that way. Other than that, it's pretty much set. You can go ahead and clean up the rest of your magazine. You also just want to take your finger, rub some silicone oil on it, and just rub the rubber seal valve up here, or the seal. And then that should be good. And then that is how to replace the valves on a Glock 17, KWA Glock 17 magazine. And this will work on most other types of magazines as well, because honestly we just did the bottom fill valve and the release valve. We didn't get too complex here, so it's a fairly easy change. And hope it helped any of you guys that were possibly stuck on this. Thanks. Bye-bye.